Hey, I've been wanting to record a message for a while. I always say I'll do it tonight, and then I never do. But I don't want to waste anybody's time listening to this. But just another kind of vlog update of my situations. So I talked about how I started at the post office, talked about how I had COVID, and I recovered from that. And I did get some sick pay, and you know, it wasn't as much as I was hoping. It wasn't as much as if I would have actually worked, obviously. So that check, when I missed, over a week, whatever, it really was a lot lower than what I had been getting. And let us say, it was around like 900, and I was getting usually, like 1500 or, closer, or even, up to $2,000 or whatever every 2 weeks. And so the 900, was pretty short. And then, like out of that 900, I was still paying off my brakes. Like, mechanic did all the brakes and stuff on my first vehicle, and it was like $900. So I did 3 payments of $300, and so out of that 900, that was me finishing off the last $300 for that. And so that left me with, not much, and then bills and everything else. And then it's like my next check was kind of short, so, I freaked out, and I got some help, and I'm very appreciative for all the help that I've gotten. And trying to get back to, trying to get ahead, trying to get to, better. But so my job's very weird, and the fact that I'm a sub and I'm not guaranteed any hours. I took a job that I'm not guaranteed any hours in. It's really ridiculous. But ever since I've worked 6 days a week, whether it's doing rural or whether it's doing, city work. So after COVID and stuff, after I came back, it was kind of slow to where it was like I wasn't on the schedule except for like a day or two, because, beforehand I was covering a lot of people's vacations and stuff, so I was working all week, and I was learning all these routes, and I've learned like every route in the office except for one rural route, which is an aux route, which means it's short. It's too short for a regular to work, because it doesn't add up to 40 hours a week or whatever. It's only like 30 hours or something. So I was getting ready to learn that route, because I want to learn every route in our office, and then if I need to pick up more hours, I can go to other offices and do it. But I wanted to learn every route in my own office first. And the girl who runs the aux route, she calls in a lot. She has kids, and they always have like a guy from another town come and do it. And it's like, I could do that. So, but one of the rural route women had some issues with her gallbladder or whatever, and so I think she had surgery, and so she is gone, and I've basically been able to hold down her route for a little while, and like all last week, and I think up until the 28th or so, close to the end of the month, I'll be doing her route, and so that's going to be really good money. My next paycheck will maybe be the biggest check that I've had since I started, and so that'll be good. Now, I have to pay for my own gas, I have to use my own vehicle, and these routes, they take almost a half a tank of gas, really over a half a tank of gas. And right now, gas for me, for my vehicle, is about $50 to fill it up. So just think, I can barely, I probably can't even get by on a full tank in 2 days, but just to say, just if I could, and I'm working 6 days a week, so that's like that's like $300 in gas each pay period if I'm running the routes the whole time. So even if you make good money, you have to consider the gas ahead of time and stuff, and I wasn't prepared, when she got sick, and I had to start filling in. It's like I didn't even have gas to even work to run the route. And so, I've gotten help, and there may be options to borrow or ahead of time, from the post office, or, if I talk to my supervisor, if it came down to it, maybe that's a possibility. I don't know, but I don't want to be like, I don't always want to be like, I can't do this. But, so it's a struggle. But right now, like I said, I'm doing good, and it's going to help me to get out of debt. And I'll just say that I've got a huge blessing, praise the Lord, that I will not have to pay rent until like March. So I got a big blessing there. But I do have to pay a lot of bills still, and I'm paying the car payment, and I'm trying to get my other vehicle fixed. It needs to get the struts fixed, and it was going to be about $600. And I talked to the mechanic about it 2 weeks ago, and he was supposed to order the parts, and I never heard from him, and I've been trying to get a hold of him. I got a hold of him today, and it's like he doesn't know if he even ordered the parts or if they're in yet. And it's like, man, I want to get back to using my original vehicle, because I feel like my new vehicle is probably, already going to be getting wear and tear. And so it's a struggle. But I'm really looking forward to, and another thing is, after I had COVID, I wanted to move everything around in my apartment. I laid in bed, like sweating, having COVID, and I really needed to wash my sheets and stuff, and my bedroom was really cluttered. And I was like, I can't do this. I gotta clean my sheets, and I gotta move things out so I can have more space. And so I rearranged everything, and even, there's still little things that need, organized or whatever. And in the room with the whiteboard is, still kind of needs to organize a little bit, but it's pretty good now. Maybe I'll give a tour sometime, but so I haven't been studying or anything, nothing like that. It's basically been work and sleep, and last week, like I said, I'm covering this person's route Monday through Saturday, and we're still having issues with help in the city, help with the clerks. And so last week I did it 4 times. This week I'm doing it at least twice, to where I'm coming in at 5:30 in the morning, and then, getting done, and then doing packages, and then running the route and getting done with the route, whatever. And I was still kind of learning this route at the beginning, and like last week, so it was pretty rough on me when we were getting slammed. I forgot we also had that holiday, which I gotta have off. But then when I came back, it's like we had Sunday's packages and Monday's packages. And like I said, I'm still kind of learning this route, and I had to come in early. And it was, oh man. Last week was rough. I basically did 12-hour shifts, and exhausting. But it's gonna be nice on my check. But I'm working a long shift tomorrow, and it's exhausting. There's a lot of stress. A lot of people say this job is feast and famine. You're either getting all the hours, or you're gonna be starving for hours, and it's gonna be hard to work another job around it, because it's almost like you're on call, or you never know exactly when you're getting off, because they might want you to do extra work when you're done with your route. So I've been silent, but I've been working towards improving my life and getting back to stability and wanting to make studies and everything. Like I said, I rearranged everything. I've been cleaning. And, I'm tired of worrying about finances. I'm tired about, waiting until the next check, just dying to get the next check, because things need to be taken care of. And so I really think this next check for me is going to give me some relief, and even the one after that. And then going into the holidays, I don't know what the holidays will be like. It's going to be rough on the holidays. I think I shouldn't have to worry about getting hours, but it's going to be rough. Anyway, I've been listening to, I've like the the three main rural routes that we have that I've learned, I know them pretty well because I've gotten to spend enough time on all of them, and I'm finally getting pretty comfortable in this one. And I listen to music a lot on all of them, whatever. And, you know, I get kind of sick of music, and I've been listening to some podcasts, but eventually I'm going to be listening to preaching and sermons, and that'll help with studies. But so anyways, that's kind of where I'm at, and want to do a lot more, but right now I'm kind of waiting until the 29th, when I get a pretty decent check and I can take care of some stuff, and just praying and hoping, you know, that I don't wreck, that my vehicle doesn't break down or anything else. So it's just, you know, but hopefully I'll get some relief after that. I can have energy to focus on other things and not be so drained, you know, worrying and stuff. So anyway, God bless, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.